Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2, Chapter 8.1, In-Class Practice. Directions say to simplify each rational expression and to show your work. All right, so we have 6 problems in front of us. For those of you who would like to jump ahead, there are mixed answers on the bottom. Make sure your answers match your work. All right, so let's go ahead and look at number 1. We have 6x squared plus 15x over 12x plus 30. Now, remember, you cannot just start looking at these and try to start divide them out individually. Can't do that, okay? We have to simplify the top and simplify the bottom, okay? So I'm going to show some side work down here. I have 6x squared plus 15x. Now, I need to take the GCF out of there. So what do they both have in common? Well, right away, I see that they both have x's, and I can divide them both by what number? Good, 3. So the GCF comes out front, and what's left over stays inside parentheses. So 6x squared divided by 3x gives us 2x. 15x divided by 3x gives us 5. So since that was on the top, I'm going to make sure that when I write the 3x, 2x plus 5, that it stays on the top, okay? Remember, we need to stay organized. Next one, we have 12x plus 30. What number goes into both 12x and 30? Well, I can't take an x, but I can take out a 6. So my GCF comes out front. 12x divided by 6 is 2x, and 30 divided by 6 is 5. So then I write 6 over, or 6 parentheses, I'm sorry, 2x plus 5. So now we can look to see to cancel things. Is there anything that's 100% the same? Yeah, the 2x plus 5 and the 2x plus 5, those can cancel out. But don't forget to look at your coefficients, okay? The 3x over 6. Can I reduce anything there? Well, yeah, what's 3x or 3 divided by 6? Okay, or simplify the fraction would be 1/2, okay? And then on the top, there's still an x. Now, do I need to have the 1 there? No. So my final answer would just be x over 2. Okay, number 2. Let's look at our first one, the 5x minus 5. Or 5x minus 15, I'm sorry. What's the GCF? Yeah, the GCF is a 5. We take the GCF that goes out front, and then we're left with x. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So on the top, we have 5 parentheses, x minus 3. Okay, now for the bottom. We have x cubed minus 27. Now, don't just be like, oh, okay, it's subtraction. There's 2 of them. I'm going to do the difference of 2 squares. Wrong. Look at your exponent. It's cubed. This is where you need to remember what are the differences, or I'm sorry, what are the cubes, the perfect cubes that we talked about? Well, there's 1. 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. There we go. So let's break this down. What times itself 3 times gives us x cubed? and that would be x, or the cubed root of x cubed is x. What times itself 3 times gives us 27? 3. Okay, so now that we know that, all we have to do is fill in the pattern. Okay, it's subtraction, which means it's minus, plus, plus. Our first binomial is always whatever we have up here, what we break it down. And now our first term is x times x, which is x squared. Then we have x times 3, which is 3x. And then the last one we have 3 times 3, which is 9. So on the bottom we have x minus 3, and then x squared plus 3x plus 9. So now that I've completely factored everything, what can I simplify? Well, x minus 3 and x minus 3, and yeah, that's it. So on the top, the numerator, we have the 5, and on the bottom, the denominator, we have x squared plus 3x plus 9. All right, number 3. All right, let's look at the top. We have x squared minus 7x plus 12. That's going to be the first thing that we factor. So is there a GCF? No. Okay, so when it's a trinomial, I need to break it down to numbers that multiply to get to 12 and add to get to -7. If you forget, write them down. It's 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. Okay, the correct group would be 3 and 4, because that's the only way to get to 7. However, I need it to be a -7, so they both have to be negative. And does it work for both? Yep. Remember, this is some of the most important things, okay, the most important part of when you're doing your trinomial, okay, because that's your check. Now, the nice thing is that our leading coefficient, that x squared, is a 1, so I can go straight into the shortcut, okay? We have x, and then I go x minus 3, x minus 4. I'm getting those numbers from right here, okay? Now, the next thing that we have to factor is the 2x minus 8. Okay, so I'm just writing down my last answer so I don't forget it. Now, what's the GCF of the 2x minus 8? Yeah, I can take out a 2, and then we're left with x. What's 8 divided by 2? Please, you are not using your calculator for this. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, so what can we cancel? Yeah, the x minus 4 and the x minus 4. Remember, if they are 100% the same, we can cancel them out. And then we're left with x minus 3 over 2. Okay, number 4. You guys ready? Let's go ahead and start writing them down. We have x squared plus 3x minus 4, x squared plus 2x minus 8. Why don't you guys see if you can break those down on your own? Go ahead and pause the video, and good luck. Okay, remember that that is the most important part, finding those numbers that multiply and then add, okay? Because once again, our leading coefficient for both of those is 1, so I can go straight into the shortcut with those numbers, okay? So on the top was the x minus 1, x plus 4, and on the bottom we have x minus 2 and x plus 4. Okay, what cancels out? Yeah, the x plus 4s. And then we're left with x minus 1, x minus 2. Okay, remember at this point, you cannot go and cancel the x's. Okay, those are binomials. Okay, binomials you can only cancel if they are 100% the same. All right, number 5. So we have x squared minus x minus 6. There's no GCF. So I'm looking for numbers that multiply to get to -6 and add to get to -1. Okay, well, remember, if you don't know, write down the factors, 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Yeah, it's got to be a combination of 2 and 3, but which one's going to be negative? That's right, it's got to be -1, so that means the 3's got to be negative. Now, once again, I like this because my leading coefficient is 1, which means I can go straight into the factored form of this, which is x plus 2, x minus 3. Okay, and now the x squared minus 9. Okay, well, with a binomial, I know I'm supposed to check if there's a GCF, and there isn't. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is check to see if it's a quadratic, which it is, binomial, which it is, with subtraction, and then are these guys perfect squares? Yeah, they are. So we can take square roots. Okay, just another pattern. Square root of x squared is x. Remember, one's a plus and one's a minus, and what's the square root of 9? Yeah, it's 3. So we're left with x plus 3, x minus 3. And then what cancels out? Yeah, x minus 3 and x minus 3, which gives us our final answer of x plus 2 over x plus 3. All right, last one. Number 6. Saving the best for last. So we have 3x squared plus 5x plus 2. Is there a GCF? Nope. So let's multiply. I'm looking for numbers that multiply to get to 6, but add to get to 5. Didn't we just do that? Yeah, Mr. Grice, we did. It was 2 and 3. Okay, and this works for both of our cases, but yeah, wah wah. It's a 3. I can't do the shortcut. So we have 3x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 2. Now at this point, you can either do box method or splitting the middle term. I'm going to split the middle term. In my first group, I can take out an x. When I take out an x, I am left with 3x plus 2. But what's my GCF at the back? They don't have anything in common. Well, technically they do. We can take out a 1. and we're taking out a positive 1. And when we're done, we are left with 3x plus 2. Remember, this is our check. These guys should match 100%, which they do, which means we did it right. So we have 3x plus 2. And then our other binomial is x plus 1. So I can take that up into my top, the numerator, the 3x plus 2, x plus 1. Okay, now it's time for the denominator. 2x squared minus 3x minus 5. Once again, is there a GCF? That's always the first thing you check, and no, there's not. So we multiply. We're looking for numbers that multiply to get to negative 10 and add to get to negative 3. Do you know? Well, there's 1 and 10, 2 and 5, which means, yep, 2 and 5. But what's negative? Yeah, the 5 has to be negative to get to a negative 3. And good, it works in both cases. So once again, we have to split the middle term because our leading coefficient is a 2. So we have 2x squared plus 2x minus 5x minus 5. Okay, what's the GCF of the first group? Now it's not just an x, it's a 2x. So the 2x comes out front. 2x squared divided by 2x is x. And then 2x divided by 2x is not 0. It's 1. Okay, the GCF of the back is a negative 5. Negative 5x divided by negative 5 is x. Negative 5 divided by negative 5, once again, is not 0, guys. It's 1. Okay? So they match, which means we did it right. We get x plus 1. And then our other binomial is the 2x minus 5. So when I put my answer in the denominator, do we have anything that cancels out? Yeah, oop, I'm sorry, I forgot to put my 1 there. I got ahead of myself. But yeah, the x plus 1 and the x plus 1. And then what's left over, we have 3x plus 2 over 2x minus 5. And there we go. So the hardest part about this is one, yes, you have to factor. Okay, factoring's not going away anytime soon. Okay, and you have to stay organized. Okay, you have to keep what's in the numerator and what's in the denominator on the denominator. All right. Well, if you guys have any questions, please come find Ms. Carranza or myself. We would love to help you out. Your homework is the 8.1 review, and good luck. This is Mr. Grice signing off for Algebra 2, Chapter 8.1 in class practice. Thanks for watching.